This golden table of Solomon and Hermes was issued as a large engraved frontispiece to a German book of 1739, whose title translates as The Genuine Spagiric and Philosophical Revelation of Hermogenes. Between the sun and moon, we see a triangular pyramid form divided into a number of sections. It has two texts along its top edges. The first points us to the strange magical metamorphosis of the alchemists, which is likened to the time of Midas, when everything that he touched was changed into gold and silver. The text on the right says that the blessed stone of the philosophers was the first matter of our creation and is a true medicine for our restoration. At the three corners of the triangle are symbols connected with fire in different ways. On the left is the phoenix, which is revived in the flames, and its former body destroyed, and another arises again in an incorruptible and eternal form. Below, the text states, "From me is created the son of the following generation." On the right is a salamander, which perseveres in the flames and possesses a blood more precious than any treasure and sweeter than honey. The text below says, "From my unique birth, the son of the sun is created." At the apex of the triangle is Mercury, who contains the soul of all fixed and immortal things. His food is fire, and he consumes 3 parts of his body by this fire, and nothing remains except the smallest part, still with its virtue entire. The other symbols in this diagram are linked together in polarized pairs of opposites. First, the snake and dragon. On the left, the snake says, "I do harm to the imprudent, I bear death and poison, but if you use me correctly, I give health and life." On the right, the dragon warns that he destroys those who resist. Nothing in all the world is able to resist him except the humid root of the metals. Next we see 2 well-known alchemical birds, traditionally associated with the black and white stages of the alchemical process. The black crow on the left is undeservedly despised, but it holds the most precious balsam of life in itself and can call back life from death. The white swan on the right is a most fortunate messenger. It has been nourished with its own flesh, but will rise again. The lion on the left is the bravest of all beings. He attacks everyone, even the strongest, and dies fighting, but his death is the life of all things. The king on the right is the son of the sun. By his virtue he rules, and can break through the most solid ramparts, and by his force shatter the strongest defences. On the left side of the emblem, we see an alchemist with flask. The text tells us that the more haste, the less speed. Steady progress brings profit to digestion, but haste harms the work. On the right is a furnace, the device of the wise, which incorporates the fire of nature and enables one to mimic the careful operation of nature. Next we note 2 trees, one with white and one with red fruits, obviously emblematizing the white and red tinctures of alchemy. The tree on the left states, "I bring about total health, and produce fruits as white as the whitest lilies, which cure every severe illness and leprosy. The tree on the right gives everlasting life, for its fruit is immortal and imperishable, which by a wonderful manner make all barren trees fruitful. In the centre of this pyramid are 3 alphabets. At the top are alchemical images supposedly carved in golden letters in the cave or mines of Solomon, which only humble, devout and charitable souls are able to climb down and see. Next we see the Egyptian hieroglyphs of the father of philosophers, the greatest philosopher, the Pontifex Maximus, the most powerful king of the Egyptians, Hermes Trismegistus, describing the complete process for the blessed stone. The lowest of these panels shows the conventional alchemical symbols for substances and processes found in alchemical books. The text describes these as the sigils of Solomon and the most true signs of this wonderful art. These are concealed and hidden in nature. They bring forth powers into the open, not so much in art as in nature, to whom art is a servant, and show these to be beyond the capacity of thought.